Hello everybody and welcome to my Spark video. My name is Elias Bujanda. I'm a student at the University of Texas at El Paso working for my bachelor's in graphic design. I will present to you the 5 designs that I developed for the identity and branding of Pinnacle Press. Pinnacle Press is a publishing house specialized in short stories and novels, such as The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. To begin, it's essential to design first the logo. It is important for the client to present the logo in black and white, inverted, and in the colors the designer selected for the logo. In order for the client to have an idea of how this logo applies in different scenarios. This is the logo I designed for the company. The idea behind it comes from the name of the company. While the book is open, I imply with the pages of the book that storytelling reaches its peak on the written page. The next step on the branding for Pinnacle Press was to design a stationery. A typical stationery must include the design layout of a letterhead, as well the designs of a business card, envelope, and folder. I came to develop this design using elements from the logo, such as the color scheme used and pieces of the book. The color scheme used for the logo and the stationery comes from the frozen temperatures that occur at the peak of a mountain. To reestablish the presence of the logo in the design of the stationery, the logo itself appears throughout the design, appearing in an immense size at the back of the envelope, and as a pattern on the inside of the stationery. Finally, the shape of the bulk of pages from the logo is used to develop the pocket design in the folder. For the packaging of the Pinnacle Press company, I designed the paper covers for 3 books, the first of which is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. The story is about a young and beautiful man that owns a portrait painting of himself that causes him to not age. With the story in mind, I selected the color red to represent the personality of the character. As it developed aggressive towards the end, the painting of the front cover, obscured by the title, since the character cannot look at the painting because the painting ages as he doesn't age. Finally, in the back, the portrait shows with damage to the canvas, foreshadowing to the story. The typeface that I choose had to be of serif type to convey the idea that the story is set in a certain time frame. The spine of the book is set in white to give a rest to the eye for the constant use of the red color. On one of the inside flaps of the book cover, an image of the author placed above a short biography of the author, giving the readers a chance to get to know a piece of the mind behind the book, while the other flap has a short synopsis of the story, giving a chance to readers to get a peek into the story and get hooked. This book, titled An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge and Other Stories, is a collection of stories by Ambrose Bierce, the story of an occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge being the main story of all. The main story follows a man who is about to be hanged for unknown reasons, but something happens. The color blue, selected to be a foreshadow into what happens next in the story. The front cover has a noose telling the readers that the story is on the subject of hanging, while the back cover has a rope snaps foreshadowing a part of the plot. With these designs, I give readers a chance to know what the book is about. The selection of typeface partly to keep consistency with the other, it is also to convey the idea of a certain time frame. Like the other book, the flaps contain a short synopsis and picture of writer above the biography of the writer. The spine of the book, like the other, is set in white, keeping a consistent look to the other ones, as well give a rest to the reader's eye. The final book, titled The Body Snatchers and Other Stories, is a collection of short stories with the Body Snatchers being the main story, all written by the author Robert Louis Stevenson. The main story follows two young doctor apprentices that practice on dead bodies, given to the university for medical study. The color green for this book cover selected with another foreshadow to the story. While the front cover shows a shovel head, the back cover shows two shovels, both being foreshadows to the main story. The rest of the design of this book, I tried to keep it as consistent to the other two books. To create a series, as it is a good idea to keep the designs of your packaging to be having a consistent look throughout them.